I want to talk about a city, Dubai. Not because it's glamorous, although it is. Not because of the skyline or the tax advantages or the lifestyle, even though all of those are real. Because after years of living and building here, I have come to believe that this city does something very specific to founders, something I haven't found anywhere else. It makes you think bigger than you think you are allowed to. And today, I want to unpack that. I want to talk about what this place actually does to your ambition, what the ecosystem here offers that most people don't fully recognize, and why a community, especially in the city of people from everywhere, might be the most underrated business asset you are not taking seriously enough. Welcome to the Essential. I am Salma Noreen, and today we are talking about home. I have had conversations on this show with founders who came to Dubai with nothing but an idea and a suitcase. I have spoken with people who moved here and launched in months what would have taken years in the markets they came from. I have met people who found their co founder at a community event they almost didn't go to. And I keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Dubai accelerates people, not just because of the system. Indeed, the system is world class, but not just because of the free zones or the tax environment. Though those matter, it's something subtler, it's something more. Is the density of ambitious people who are willing to move fast and think globally. When you are surrounded by people who are building across borders, who treat scale as a default assumption, who show up to a networking event on a Tuesday night because they actually believe in what they are doing, something happens to your own ceiling. It rises. There is a concept in psychology called social proof. The idea that we look to the behavior of people around us to determine what's normal, what's possible, and what we should be doing. In Dubai, and specifically in the startup and founder community here, the social proof is different. Founding a company is not unusual. Building across multiple markets is not unusual. Thinking about your exit before you have hit your first year of revenue is not unusual. And you know what? When unusual things become normal, your brain starts to treat them differently. Not because obstacles have changed, because your reference group has. I remember early in my time building here, I was at an event. Actually, I'm organizer of that event, Digital Nomads Dubai Meetup, and and I was sitting across from someone who had bootstrapped a company in three markets, same time. And they were explaining it like it was just a thing they had done. And I thought, if they can do that, what am I limiting myself for? That's Dubai effect. It doesn't only give you resources that don't exist elsewhere, it gives you a new normal. And a new normal changes everything. I want to spend some real time here because I think this is the part that gets most undervalued, especially by people who are wired the way a lot of founders are wired: independent, self sufficient, used to figuring things out alone. Community is not networking. I need to say that clearly because a lot of people hear word community, ah, business card exchanges, like superficial small talk. Okay, that all part is networking, but community is different. Community is the person who sends you a contact at 11 p.m. because they just saw a LinkedIn post about exactly what you need. Community is the founder who introduces you to an investor, not because there is anything in it for them, but because they genuinely believe in what you are building. Community is the group of people who have been through what you are going through and can tell you from experience what actually matters and what doesn't. In Dubai, especially the founder community has quality I haven't seen in many other places. A genuine culture of generosity. People here are not protective of their knowledge. They share, they connect, they open the doors for others. And I strongly believe part of that is the nature of the city. When you are an expat, your network is often your infrastructure. And part of it is the particular culture of the startup ecosystem. But whatever the source, the effect is real. And if you are in Dubai and you are not actively engaging with this community, you are leaving the most valuable resource this city offers completely unused. And you're gonna regret it. Okay, here is the honest part because I don't want this episode to sound like a promotional or if I am being paid to promote tourism here. No, it's not. Let me uh, let me be very honest here. Dubai gives a lot and it asks for something in return. It asks for adaptability. This city moves very fast. What worked here 2 years ago might not be the play today. If you are someone who needs stability and predictability, the pace of change here can feel destabilizing. And it also asks for authenticity. Dubai has a very functional filter because so many people are here to build and because the community is tight, reputations form quickly. I have seen people come in with big claims and no substance and get found out fast. I have also seen quiet, genuinely excellent people get recognized and elevated by the community because they showed up and delivered. This city rewards the real. Be authentic. It asks for global thinking. If you come here with only your home market in mind, you are thinking too small for what this place has to offer. Dubai is positioned between East and West in a very literal geographic sense. The founder who uses that position, who builds for markets across Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East all same time is using Dubai correctly. The founder who treats it just as a nice place to live is missing the whole point. Let me get practical because I know that's why you are here. If you are in Dubai and you want to tap into what this city actually offers for founders, here is where to start. First, get physically present in the community, not just online, show up to the events. Okay, not every event, the ones that attract the kind of people you want to build alongside. The right event at the right time will do more for your professional growth than almost anything else. Second, be useful. Be useful before you need something. The quickest way to build genuine relationships in any founder community is to give before you ask. Make introductions, share relevant information, show up to support other people's launches and announcements. The community has a long memory in both directions. Third, build in public, locally. Share what you are building with the community here. LinkedIn in Dubai is generally active. The founder community here reads it, use it, not to perform, but to be findable and visible to the people who are already in your, uh, your circle. Number four, find your people. Dubai's founders community is large and diverse. You don't need to know everyone. You need a small, trusted circle. Just 5 to 10 people who are at a similar stage, who will be honest with you, who you can call when things are hard. Find those people. They are your people. And invest in those relationships intentionally. I built this show in Dubai. I have built my community here. And you know what? Some of my most important conversations, both personally and professionally, have started at an event in this city that I almost didn't attend. This place gave me a context that shifted what I thought was possible. And I want that for everyone who is here, or who is thinking about coming here, or who is watching from somewhere else and wondering what it looks like when you build surrounded by people who actually get it. The Dubai effect is real, but it doesn't come to you. You have to go out and meet it. Show up, engage, be authentic, think bigger than you think you are allowed to. I'm Salma Noreen, and this is the Essence Show. See you in the next episode. Bye!